Find me a better way. Wishing I was knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze and it don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair.
Moments ago, a caller reported a crash of a boat of 5 rowers. We're now going to scope out the scene of the crime.
Hi ma'am, what did you witness today?
I heard a boat crash, and when I went out to see it, I only saw half of the boat sinking into the water.
Did you see any of the people?
No, but I saw the rock in which they crashed.
At 4:09 p.m. on Wednesday, 4 rowers in a coxswain left Lincoln Maritime Center for their warm-up, directed west, until a neighbor 10 minutes later reported a crash.
In order to calculate the speed of the boat in miles per hour, we're gonna convert meters to miles. So in a meter, there are 3.2 feet. So with 6,560 feet, we want to convert that to miles, so it's 1 mile per 5,280 feet, which equals 1.24 miles.
So, if we assume that the rowers rowed their warm-up at a constant rate, we can calculate their speed at the time of the crash. So, the formula for speed is distance over time. If the rowers rowed 1.24 miles in a time of 10 minutes based on what the caller reported, we can find that they took them 1/6 of an hour to get that far, which is 0.167 hours, and 1.24 divided by 0.167 would equal 7.5 miles per hour.
Based on the rower's speed, we are assuming that we're looking for rowers that are unharmed and are just drifting in the water. You see the rock that they crashed at right out there. Our diver is coming from offshore to find the boat.
Go. So the rock is about 6 meters out and it's about 8 meters deep, so that's...
Based on our divers' calculations, they're going to be coming from the shore over here to the crash site. It's 6 meters away from the shore and the water's 8 meters deep. So the diver will approximately swim 10 meters down each way and back. Alright, so based off the wind and the current, this is where the boat should have landed, but all there is oars. Let's go talk to the neighbors.
According to the weather charts, at the time of the crash, there was 10 miles per hour of wind directed to the east, and there was also 5 miles per hour of current directed to the south. So if we want to find the angle that the rowers were floating to shore at, find theta. We know that the rowers were 6 meters from shore. So if you extend this vector and use the other angle that you found, you can find this angle in order to find the precise location of the rowers on the rowing beach.
Good afternoon. So can you tell us why there's some oars sitting on your dock?
Oh yeah, some girls came up after their boat had crashed and they asked if they could use my boat, so I let them.
What happened after that?
There's only 1 gallon of gas left in my boat, so they must have not gone far.
Can you tell us what direction they were headed in?
They were headed towards the beach.
So now, after visiting the neighbors, we know that the rowers have started to make their way east towards Lincoln Maritime Center. So, with 1 gallon of gas in a boat that gets 1.5 kilometers per gallon, we know that the boat must have died at some point on their way to Lincoln. During their trip, the wind took a 180-degree turn, so it's completely to the north. If the boat stopped working and the current brings them to the nearest mast for safety, where are the rowers?
Practice. Okay, go.
To sum up what happened, there was a boat of 5 girls, 4 rowers and 1 coxswain, that crashed into a rock that was 6 meters offshore in Hingham Harbor. A neighbor reported that they heard the crash, and they saw half of the boat sinking to the bottom. This half was later retrieved by a diver.
The other half, the rowers used to float into shore. Once they floated back to shore, they found a neighbor who let them borrow their boat.
They only had 1 gallon of gas, so they could not make it all the way back to Lincoln. Where they did end up, that's for you to find out.